Got to get it snapped. They do. Here's the throw, and it's caught, and the touchdown. That's Frazier again on that little slant, Kirk.
Yeah, but I just want to make sure, and we got to go look at the replay. Did he Patrick Mahomes that? Was he looking right and throws left? I thought that he was looking all the way. I thought he was going to Rivera, but his eyes pierced and came back to Frazier. See, it's almost like he kind of threw back.
Von Schiller to his left, going to throw it deep, and it's caught. Touchdown, Rivera.
One.
Result of the play is a touchdown. Giants
well, they went right back to the same play, Wes. They saw that the linebacker, Benjamin Williams, was on one of their best players in Alex Rivera. They got one-on-one. They moved to the left just a little bit to create that isolation, and all they did was run a 9 route. And you see Benjamin Williams, hey, I tried it. I did good on the first one, but the second time, Alex Rivera just ran.
He's affected the game in every way possible. Here's an interception. This is Gutierrez, and the flag got pulled on the extra point. And it is caught. A sliding grab, Gutierrez. Sitting on his wallet, Malachi Gutierrez hauls it in.
Result of the play was a touchdown.
My heavens.
This was an NFL type of throw. And the reason why I say that, when you get down here near the goal line, it's either low or no go, okay? Low or no go.
Ostalaza to his right, back inside, and it's caught. Nicely done, Aiden Walsh, and they get the extra point. So that is a 12-7 ball game now. And nice response by this Seahawk club from San Diego.
Yeah, great response, but it's the quarterback. See, a little more confident, and that's what I said before that drive. They needed it just a drive. They needed to run some plays, and watch this little conversion here at the end. It's basically a waggle to the right.
Carson rolling off San Diego high schools. There's a quick throw. Aiden Walsh the touch. Try for a single point. And it is caught. There goes Walsh again across. So 3 seconds left, and Brady Von Schiller can throw the Hail Mary. Steps up and fires it deep. Rivera's there, and Gutierrez picks it off.
For Clifton Park, who was here with his team a year ago.
Von Schiller, quick throw. Turner, the touchdown. They're going for the 2 here, Kirk, because they only lead by 4. Von Schiller sends it to the end zone, and Perez Tucker. They're on the digital field at the Grand Park Sports Complex. These folks have done a marvelous job with all these teams. And here's Ostalaza on the first play, and he dials Walsh. 45 yards. Aiden Walsh hauls it in. And just like that, we're tied at 20.
And just like that, Brandon Legault, number 2, he's a cornerback. If you're going to have a rusher, you better stay on top. See, he's just trying to go step for step, but it's just a perfectly thrown ball by Ostalaza.
4:30 to go. Clock stops in the final minute. Here's Von Schiller loading, and high arcing ball. Caught! Rivera touchdown. It's a wonder the pass didn't burn up on re-entry. What a throw this is. 37 yards.
I've said this before. Russell Wilson made this play one of the best in the NFL. It's one of those rainbow moon balls.
Seahawks down 6, have 2 timeouts. Here's Von Schiller on first down. This is Turner, and he's going to get 10. Still on his feet. Jacob Turner to the house.
Bye-bye. That is how you do it. That is how you cap a game.
The play was a touchdown.
Unbelievable job by Jacob Turner. Just get him the football. I said it. A check down. He turns a 2-yard route into a big-time touchdown run. And you can see the speed. Once he gets into the open field, you can go ahead and cancel Christmas. It's over. Bring out the curtains. Game's over.
It's been ready. And now they'll go for the single point. There's Perez Tucker on the catch. And it is now a 33-20 lead. What a response.
Number 9, Kingston Henderson. They're 6-foot receivers on either side. Easton lets it go, and there you go. It's a good spin move by Simpkins. He's on his way and past midfield. He's still going. He's still going.
Here and there. You know what I mean? We got to get going. This is big time right now.
I know. Gets going in a few days.
Oh, a little zone. Okay.
Look out.
Yeah, that way you can run the ball when you hand
he's
it
in.
off.
Did he get in there?
That's a
touchdown.
He did get in for a touchdown.
To pull the flag, and he just ran through all of them.
Yeah, no doubt. We tell our guys all the time, wear white cleats, because that sideline, you never know. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Wide open in the back of the end zone.
That's an easy pitch and catch as Ashton Garnes was in the back of the end zone, and just like that, that's a huge challenge at that age.
Oh, yeah.
Third down, throwback, Rivera Jr. trying to make some yak, and he does. He's still going. Still going. Breaking his way. Rivera gets it all the way inside the 5-yard line. Coach.
Unbelievable play right there.
As we said, they're ball control, but now here they are knocking on the door after that explosive play, Chris.
Oh, yeah.
There's a little toss.
Okay,
And it's a
there we
touchdown. Sanabria gets into the end zone, and the Commanders strike back.
Nice little scheme right there.
We're on our way. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. Let's see.
A little motion to quads over here. Let's see. Oh, same play. Very similar.
Krusewitz lobbing it up back in the end zone. And it's a score for Will Patrick, the touchdown maker in their round of 16 win. We got own 5. Eason. Good spin.
Oh, shit.
Keeps it alive. He throws it all the way downfield. It is Simpkins who gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Brandt
On fire. And due respect to the Colts, we got Nicky Krusewitz waiting right here. This is a kid who's 15 years old. He's ready to light it up for you, Coach.
Oh, yeah.
Commanders scored on their first possession. Bucks scored on their first 2. Plenty of time for Krusewitz. Got to get rid of it before 7 seconds. And he's got a receiver. It's Patrick down into Buccaneers territory for a big gain. Second down. Krusewitz throws deep down the right side. He's got him in. It is a touchdown. It is Cruz Burton, the Player of the Year nominee. We are tied at 13.
God, I'd love to see a replay on that one.
Oh, you will. Don't worry about that. Cruz Burton's a star. Here you go, Coach.
Yeah,
Our directors.
Boom, just a little 7 cut right there to the back pylon.
I like
a little busted coverage there. Man, those are the best plays in football, the wide open one.
That's kind of a self-sack or an own goal.
Oh, They give it to him. They give it to him. There it is. Human being.
I'm into that.
Then why don't you start doing it? You could take the rest of our staff out golfing. Come on, Brandt. Oh, no, it's a pick. Is it 6? It is. Each team with a defensive touchdown.
Same pick 6 that the Commanders had. Same end zone. And then
they got the conversion. And showing off the muscles is Simpkins.
Boom, there's center in the flat, and there's the back line. Oh!
What a play by Cruz Burton. Denying the Bucks another score. That could be a game-saving play. Eason looking left, throwing knocked away by Cruz Burton. And the Commanders' season is alive.
Center to the flat, boom, corner.
Eason lobs, and there's the touchdown. Just as you said, Coach. Almost as though you drew it up. Kingston Henderson. This is Indianapolis showing out.
Here comes that rush again.
Krusewitz, quick hitter. That's R.J. Rivera Jr., the double spin move.
And out of bounds.
That is so wise. Huge
Wait, is the
pickup.
clock running?
It is Mikael Snowden. And he will salt away a Buccaneers quarterfinal win. You talk about drama. We saw it all today.
When they get out there in the field right now, game face. And again, watch bottom of the screen.
Brito, a fake, a throw, and it is knocked away. Well done there by Nico Ray, the guy that Coach Chris Lopez calls Flash. He said the rushers are the key to this defense that's pitched 3 straight shutouts.
Nico Ray is a fantastic player. He wants to be a hedge fund manager when he grows up, and his favorite movie is Eyes Wide Shut.
Whoa.
Which is not a children's movie.
No.
If you ask him who his favorite player overall is in the NFL, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. He says he likes his game. He's not super flashy, but always finds a way to get open, and it sort of feels like that's Logan David's game too.
Yeah, and he really shined in their round of 16 win over the Pats, an offensive and defensive touchdown. Third down, going down the middle of the field. They got David wide open. He gets behind the Ravens defense for a touchdown. Boom! Forget about a 4th straight shutout. Yeah, as he quiets that team. Somehow we're talking blown coverage, Kyle?
Blown coverage, the rush got to, but he is putting full hand up. Randy Moss, Christie just said it. That's the first time the Ravens have been scored on in over 3 games. If you're just tuning in, they were scored on for the first time in over 3 games just a few minutes ago. They shut out everybody, but not this Texans team.
Yeah, they outscored their opponents 110-7 in their first 4 games, and there you go. And of course, it is Webster who completes the drive. Got behind the defense, and we are all tied.
This is a full breakdown by the Texans. You just don't see them do it much. They all jump the short route. The coach on the sidelines, their whole coaching staff is not a bunch of yellers. They were yelling there, and I understand why. You can't make it that easy on Will Keys.
For Keys, his 12th TD toss tournament he has had. 4th touchdown catch for Webster, and he did get feet in bounds. Those big feet of Dylan Eldridge, all 6 foot 3 inch of him. And the Ravens have the lead.
Well, Keys just settled in now. You look at him on the sideline, he's feeling it, he's nodding his head, he's handing out high fives. You're looking at a deficit, you don't want that. Texas D has to make a play.
Myrick's gonna snap it to Keys, just gets it off in time. Pump fake. Oh, is that a safety? Is that a safety? Smith says, come on, put your hands together, ref. Do it. Do it for me.
Do the safety dance? No.
Wow.
That's our guy Smitty standing on the money, all 6 feet tall of him.
And wow.
I don't know.
Kyle, and the challenge flag has come out.
It's right there. That's a safety. That's a safety.
Anthony Kukla is the head coach of the Texans. He's thrown the challenge flag. Circle it.
Watch, freeze it for me right here, okay? What you're watching is here, the flag right here coming out.
Oh, come on. You can draw that better.
Now, hold on. They could call it better. That's a safety, Chris Rose.
The ball is clearly in the end zone. Can you draw it one more time? I'm going to give you another shot.
Okay. So,
hey, Scraps, can you re-cue that for us?
I'm going to do a nice little watch. We're going to, as he's releasing, watch the flag. I'm going to give you a nice picture frame. And it's out right there. The ball is here. The flag is out. That's 2 points. Bam.
Okay, I'm going to deduct a half point. I thought the drawing was great.
Better.
You talked over our referee, Frank Ramirez, who just said they reversed the call.
Frank, I owe you. Bears on me afterwards at Chili's. He's at the top of the screen right now for the Ravens, number 4, Webster. Handoff.
There's a handoff to Kroom. Spin, and he gets into the end zone for the go-ahead score.
Maybe they like their 1-point plays better.
Keys.
There you go.
Gets one. Myrick gets in, and it's a 6-point lead. He's gotten involved, and here he is starring on ESPN. Under 2.5 to go. Kai throwing it all the way downfield, and that is... Oh, my goodness! It gets ripped away by Kukla. Now, hold on. You cannot do that. Unfortunately, Myrick had possession. Kukla took it away. That is a boo-boo. That is a no-no, and that's going to get the flag.
We have an interception on the field. We have illegal stripping. 5-yard penalty. First down.
James Kukla, you're incredible, man. Yeah. I know you can't do that. I don't really care in this particular context. That was an amazing physical feat. Shades of a Maurice Claret back in the day against Miami.
What
Remember
a great
when he ran
call.
him down? I mean, this could have been the play of the century. It's not allowed. You cannot rip the ball out in flag football. James Kukla knows that. He's not protesting the call at all. But you know what? Put that on your highlight reel anyway, JK. That was awesome.
Claret did that in the national title game against the U.
Yep.
That was a great one. So let's listen.
That's a catch. That's a catch, right? That's a catch. That's a catch. That is a catch.
Chris Myrick all mic'd up. Chris Lopez told us he's such a high IQ kid. He knew exactly what he was talking about.
That was one of the plays of the tournament, even if it didn't count. I'm still all over that play. Put that on your Instagram. That was awesome. Careful.
Well, let's just keep throwing it back. And now we're going to throw it forward. And we're going to have another catch by Webster. 3rd and about 6 yards to get a fresh set of downs. Turpentine.
I like it.
Throws it. Williams, and he's going to get into the end zone. Oh, yeah, let's ride.
There he is
Turpin.
again.
Yep, there he is. Well, apparently Rylan Williams was not on the Jets scouting report. And designated rushers that can go on the snap. Oh, man, nowhere to go and a little bit of contact. Nice play by Warren Covington on the tackle of Manuel Semedy.
Don't do that, kids. But they can do that into the end zone here. Waters is going to have to find the end zone here. Last play. Oh, boy, high snap.
Waters trying to fake it out, throws, end zone, and it is picked off, but that is not going to count because I believe the flag was pulled prior to the pass being thrown. It looked like Covington might have gotten back there for a sack.
But here we are, second down for the Jags.
Yeah, it's a loss of down, any offensive infraction. The throw back and the throw forward. It is Williams again. Gets into Jets territory and then some. Spin, reach out, touchdown. There is a flag, though, down. Not a flag as in a penalty, but a personal flag that looks like it's down at the 1. So that's not going to be a touchdown. They're going to call it down at about the 3. What a remarkable move.
My mouth is just hanging open right now. I think he just set the record for most spins in a run. 1, he spun left. He spins right. He spins right again. 3 spins, reach for the goal line. Rylan Williams is not messing around. He came to play today. Already 3 for 71, almost a second touchdown. He also has a conversion catch. Right now, the best player on the field is number 1.
And he's already ditched the knit cap as well.
I think he ran out of it.
Boom! Rafe Cubbage. One of the few plays we've seen him on the field. The let's go fishing.
Again.
And there he is. He caught another big bass.
That was excellent coverage.
Waters on 3rd down. And do we have another sack by the Jaguars? It is Covington again with his 2nd sack.
Another touchdown. This is going to feel insurmountable. Let's see what they can do.
Turpin, who's been perfect, is going to throw it back. Dupree's going to throw it ahead. Oh, Cubbage, look at that. The sweet feet.
Oh,
and he's going to keep going. He did have his flag pulled at the 12-yard line. Turpin going to hand it off. Dupree again. Back to Turpin. Oh, it gets knocked down nicely by Waters.
Pick play. Watch the center.
Turpin. Back of the end zone. Ball is caught. Williams.
Rylan Williams.
Absolutely incredible first half. He has truly been the number 1 player as he scores again. And how about another look from official cam? Stealing the ball away.
Rylan Williams is playing a legacy half. This is the one he'll be remembered by. Strong hands, 50-50 ball. It's an interception. It's a touchdown. Rylan Williams says, I own this field. Nothing, though, Chris Rose.
Whoa. Good job by Waters. Just going to throw it the length of the field. It's up, and it is picked up as you had a pair of Jaguars fighting it. It was like a pair of kittens going after the knit ball together. So it was Powers and Jones. I don't know who's going to get credit for the pick. Either way, it was an incredible defensive first half for the champs.
We got bicep flexes going on. We got spiking the ball. This is the Jaguars, the most talented team in Indianapolis, saying Dracarys, and just absolutely burning down the field in the first half. Amazing play by them.
It's 2nd and goal. Remember, you only get 3 downs once you cross midfield. Waters, end zone, touchdown! Jeremiah Hardison gets the Jets on the board, and just like that, energized. That's what they needed.
Exactly what they needed. The Jaguars rushed 2 on that. They only dropped 3 players to cover 4 receivers. Credit to Jayshon Waters. Calm, collected, down 20-0, does scare. You see 2 rushers. That's why it's wide open. It's like really bringing the house here. And here comes the extra point.
Mid, Turpin. Handed it off to Williams. He's going to try and make a run for it. Look at him change directions twice. The flag does get pulled. Nope, not before the 1st down. So fresh set of 3 downs to try and get it in the end zone.
Jaguars will do this. They'll just throw it to Rylan Williams behind the line and say, just do you, Rylan. Just improvise. You can throw it. You can ad-lib. You can run with it. It's getting the ball to your best player. And now they got Rylan to quarterback.
They sure do. Turpin's come out of the game. Quick handoff. And a score as well. Keldon Dupree ends up getting into the end zone. So if you spin the clock back, the Jets had the Jags 3rd and 10 on the minus side of the field. First down, big penalty, touchdown.
Keldon Dupree, kind of an angry run at the goal line here, as much as you can do in flag. Chris Rose, I will give you $20 American if you tell me they're going to still try to get something going, but there is no shame at all for anything the Jets are doing. And there's another sack by the Saxonville.
Warren Covington with his third of the day.
He's got 3 sacks. Aren't we supposed to throw our hats onto the ice right now? This is amazing.
Or knit caps. Feel free. Feel free.
Warren Covington, one of his favorite athletes is Brian Dawkins, which I really respect. Respecting the classics before his time. Call, coach. That's better.
Dupree against the defenders. Is he off to the races? He is not. Flag pull by Freeman. What a great game by Keldon Dupree. He's like the chess piece out there. They throw it back to him. They let him run it. They let him throw it occasionally. Pretty good.
Been excellent. They're so deep on this team. Keldon Dupree, an impressive young man. He says he wants to meet Tom Brady and sometime talk to him about poise and focus. And he showed all of it here. He's had a great game, number 7.
Oh, we're throwing it backward. Dupree again. Oh, has it knocked away? Was it picked? Was that picked? Yes! Cameron Carr! Show me the way! Okay!
I have never looked forward to a replay more than this. All right, we're tossing it around. We're doing the back. He deflects it. He catches it. He toe drags. Oh my gosh, young man.
That away.
That's one of the plays of the tournament.
Absolutely.
Wow. This is when they're supposed to just be mailing it in. It's not our day, too bad. He decides to make an all-time play. He got both feet down. Look at the guys on the sideline losing their mind, just like you and me, Rose. Smooth criminal on the sideline, down 20 points. I'm in awe of that man.
Waters fires, ball tip, tap, caught. That's Hardison, plus a penalty.
Holding. Defense. Half the distance to the goal line. First down.
So thank you for cleaning that up, Frank. We're now on a first-name basis.
Look at you.
Waters, and there's another penalty.
Yeah.
Waters, little flip, and that's a score.
We might have impeded the rusher, though.
Yeah, that's Loatman with the touchdown, but... Well, the clock is running, so it looks like that's going to be the final play of the game regardless. That'll do it. Champs are moving on. We're going to have a semifinal rematch on Sunday between the Jaguars and the Ravens.